and welcome to Community Connections. We're back. I know we've taken a little bit of a hiatus, but with the way things have been going crazy, we wanted to make sure that we were safe when we brought back our guests in our space. So we're here at the Prescott Valley Civic Center, and everything's good. We come in with our masks, and I had to show mine because I'm very stylish. As many people know, I'll talk like this. Many people know that I've now decided it has to be a new fashion accessory, so, if we can match. Even if it's not matching, it's just duplicate animal prints. But anyway, don't worry about it, don't stress about it, make it fun. We're in this together and we need to support each other. Speaking of support, joining me now is Court Miner, who was the principal at Bradshaw Mountain High School.
Go Bears!
And is now, I'm going to get your title right, Assistant Superintendent Director of Operations for Humboldt Unified School District. Welcome, Court.
Thank you for having me.
Good to be here. Today is Election Day, so August the 4th, so just to put you in time perspective, you guys started school yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
So how did it go? On my Facebook feed, because I follow all the schools, were full of families driving and going to the schools and meeting the teachers kind of in a whole new way.
Yes, in a
Yeah.
whole new way. In terms of that, in terms of meet the teacher, and in terms of getting the kids acclimated and back into things, it could not have gone better yesterday.
Yeah.
We did have one little snag for Monday. We ran out of devices. So we're continuing each day this week to continue getting out devices out to our families.
So those are the Chromebooks that
The
the
Chromebooks
kids
and the
need.
MiFis,
And-
yes.
okay.
And Marnie, you probably know this with all the stuff you do, but your surveys are not always accurate. So
I was going to say, we talked about this too, and you had done a survey and said how many, and yeah.
And we tried using some bad math to pad the numbers, and we're going above and even beyond that
yeah.
right now.
So be patient.
Be patient, be patient. We have 2,500 devices, so if we run out of those devices on Friday, I will not sleep this weekend.
No.
But our hope is that we should have enough.
Good. Where are the devices coming from? Beg,
Thank
borrow,
you.
and steal?
Yes, they're coming from, that's a good question, because what people aren't understanding sometimes is, the governor's talking about, well, on August 17th, you have to open your doors and you have to babysit. You have to allow students in. And parents are like, well, that's fine, so my kid can do their work at school. And I'm like, no. If we have taken every Chromebook out of every Chromebook cart and we've handed that to every kid,
Right.
we have no more devices on campus for on-site learning.
Right.
So now we're relying on children to bring their devices to and from, and
Yeah.
I've been into my
We know
30th
that
year in education.
Yeah.
I forgot my notebook. I forgot my pencil. I forgot.
I forgot my coat and it's freezing outside. And
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I know that the governor said that for August 17th, and, just between us, and I don't have a crystal ball, but it's not looking good
Yes, it's
for that.
not.
But our board, our district board said no on-site classes until the end of the first quarter.
First quarter after October.
So that gives the teachers and everybody a chance to get used to a schedule instead of kind of doing it half-wise,
Right.
Well, I may do it this part of it, but I'm going back to school, so I won't really, this gets them some consistency.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So
But on
thank
the
you
sa-
to our board.
Yeah, the board stepped up and did a great job with that. But again, what I think everybody's forgetting is when you've got 50 teachers teaching online, how are they supposed to babysit 10, 15, 20, 30 kids in the classroom? And so that's why we're surveying our parents right now to find out a number, who really needs us, to help watch their children. And then do we have the capacity and the staff in terms of bus drivers,
Right, true.
paraprofessionals, clerical staff, to watch the kids?
It's a tough one. And that's your world. And then we have the business world that's struggling with their guidelines and restrictions, whether it's restaurants, our gyms not open, our bars, and some of those. So it's impacted everyone across the board.
Yes.
You talk about the kids and the education system, and then the parents that are working and the kids that are usually in school, and now they're adjusting their schedules, and no wonder everybody's going crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying, because you don't know, and we're still, I look at it and say, it's just not going to change in any time soon.
Doesn't.
So we have to adapt.
And it doesn't seem to be that way.
No, you just feel like you maybe coming and seeing a little light at the end of the tunnel, and
Yeah.
You know, it's another train. You know, it's something else.
Yes.
We live for those Thursday governor's press conferences. Like, okay, what's the latest news?
right.
And I'm there.
Yep.
Okay, nothing today. You know.
The last 2 Thursdays have been nothing.
I want to, you know, spread good news, and right now it's
Kath-
across the country.
Kathy Hoffman did tweet out last night that she is going to have a conversation with Doug Ducey to push it out for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She also said that 2 Thursdays ago and nothing happened. But I think this
He needs to
Thursday,
start listening a little bit, because there's people that know things and understand at a lower level that are being shared, because this is the reality of it.
Right.
This is the reality of it.
we're in the trenches dealing with that reality. And I just want to say thank you to all our parents and students out there that have been patient and are working with us and helping us get through this. This is new to all of us, and we're just trying to do everything we can to make sure our kids and families have those devices. We want to see our children be successful.
You do.
You know, we do.
So back to you. Let's talk about you for a minute. Okay, so you were at Bradshaw for how long?
I was at Bradshaw for 11 years, 3 years as the assistant principal of student services and 8 years as the principal.
You're awesome. We loved you as principal too, and the kids loved you. So
Yes.
now you are the superintendent, director of operations. What's that mean?
I'm in charge, well, I'll make it easy, I'm in charge of operations and human resources. So basically, it's everything except special ed, academics,
Okay.
and IT. So bus transportation, food and nutrition, community relations, and then HR. And
Right.
HR is, you know, huge with classified and certified staff.
Right,
And we
right.
are the largest employer, you know, here in Prescott Valley. So I'm finding out my job is very busy, especially right now.
Absolutely putting out all those fires. we
Well,
only have-
it's not just the fires, you know, we have some unprecedented times, and we have some situations where some teachers do not feel comfortable going back, whenever that day is. And so we've had some resignations, we've had some retirements, we've had, you know, more so at the beginning of the school year than we're used to. So,
Right.
you know,
Posing its challenges.
yeah.
I think you're up for it.
Oh,
If anybody is, you're up for it.
Thank you.
You got that. So food and nutrition, we are feeding the kids too. Let's
Yes.
just mention that real quick, because we're,
I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Starting on August 10th, our bus drivers will be our food nutrition workers will be cooking food and making food for the kids, and our bus drivers will be delivering it to our children's bus stops. And they'll be delivering today's lunch and tomorrow's breakfast. So again, just really trying to take care of our community and our kids. And it's only for enrolled HUSD students.
Yeah.
That's all we can give the food to.
Court Minor, thank you so much for joining us. Going on at HGSD, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And welcome back to Community Connections. Boy, we had to cut Court Minor off really quick, but so much to talk about, so much going on, and only so much time. So I had to say goodbye to him. We'll bring him back maybe a little bit further down when the school year is going on to find out how things are going on. But right now I've got Ben Hooper, who is our Economic Development Manager for the town of Prescott Valley. And we haven't seen him in a long time, so let's find out what's going on around town while the rest of us have been standing 6 feet apart, wearing masks, and washing our hands. Hey, Ben. Well, I know
Hi,
you and
Marty.
I have been on a lot of Zoom calls.
We have. We've
Zoom
been on
meetings.
lots of Zoom, lots of
Yes.
meetings, and but you know that's only the stuff that you see. It's the behind the scenes work.
Exactly.
And still trying to you know pound the pavement. Still trying to get you know new grocery store in here. Still trying to bring in you know new retail across the board. And we've got some things that are exciting and teed up coming up.
Well, let's share them with everybody.
Yeah, I think we should. You know, we can jump right right in, to the obvious where people can see some active construction. And that would be at the southeast corner of State Route 69 and Glassford Hill. That vacant land is all fenced off. They're starting there with a brand new super Circle K. So this one will mimic the same Circle K that opened at Navajo in '69 and replaced the Prescott Valley Motel. It'll be the same layout, same feel.
It's a beautiful store,
It is.
actually, a beautiful station.
And
you
any
know,
type of
very
new
clean
development.
and open and
Oh, yeah.
bright. Yeah.
Plenty of room for 6 feet.
Plenty, yes. And that's just the cars.
Yeah, exactly. Anytime there's any kind of new development that happens, a lot of times that spurs additional new development. And so people think, oh, it's just a gas station, but it's not just a gas station. It's a nice brand new business that it is going to provide an excellent service and some jobs in our community. And at the site at 69 in Glassford Hill, that will be complemented by a Discount Tire as well.
Okay.
That's going to be locating right next to the Circle K. So there's no date yet as to when when the Discount Tire will break ground.
Right.
But the Circle K should be open, maybe by the end of this year, or if not the first quarter
Well,
of
I
next
tell
year.
you, I drive by there all the time, and they're moving dirt like crazy.
They move right
I mean,
along.
It's looking like it's taking shape.
And
now.
once stuff starts to go vertical, it moves real quick.
Right.
And so it's a lot of it takes a lot more time and energy to go into the foundation and into the groundwork and whatnot than it does once you actually get vertical. So
Ben, probably a question a lot of people ask is, we just have that one on Robert Road and beautiful Circle K right there on Robert Road in 69. And now we've got one on Glassford Hill and 69. What's the thought processes on having two within 2 miles of each other?
catch people coming and going.
I knew it.
You got
you
people
know?
as you're driving into Prescott Valley and as you're leaving Prescott Valley, and that's actually the one. There's a third Circle K it's an older one over at Prescott East Highway and 69, so also on the north side.
Yes.
And they intend to keep all three of those open.
Wow, you can get your big old Slurpees everywhere,
and you can get them refilled down the street. But it will. They don't keep businesses open if they're not financially
Sure.
viable.
Or if they don't increase and grow either.
Exactly.
Expand.
So we're
Nice.
excited to see that coming along. I'm also very excited for the Alliance Hardware and Lumber store. That'll be part of the continued expansion of the Glassford Hill Marketplace retail node.
Right.
So this is going to be located at Glassford Hill and Lakeshore, behind the Maverick,
Oh, okay.
across the service drive from Walmart.
Okay.
So it's going to be a full-scale retail hardware store,
Oh.
but a lot of people might recognize Alliance Lumber as a company out of the valley. They have lumber yards down there, which is different from a retail
Right.
store.
But they'll be shipping up to here, so you can get
Exactly.
your building materials locally.
And they'll have a drive-through area that you can pull through, load the lumber up, and then take off. And but one of the things that I'm very excited about, is we've just been seeing single-family homes, even COVID or no COVID. Single-family homes are just being built at an
Absolutely.
a sustainable but a very robust pace. And, I believe we had 47 or 49 new permits that were issued last month. And a lot of the lumber from those homes that's being built is being purchased in Maricopa County and being shipped up here.
Right.
And so this gives us an opportunity to keep all of these dollars local.
Right.
And so I'm
Sales tax
really
base.
excited about that.
That's what you love.
Yep.
The sound of local spending and local buying.
Exactly. Well, and it's local spending and local buying, but it's what you get on the other side, which is the services that we can provide to our residents.
Right.
And so that's what I'm really excited about is to see more money stay local so that we can continue to provide high quality services for our
What's the
our town.
anticipated breaking ground on that one?
Any day.
Any day?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I don't have a specific date, but they want to get going as soon as they can.
Right.
And they're also they're optimistic and cautiously hoping for a Q1 open next year. But if not, then probably the second quarter
Right.
will work. I'm very excited to see what additional development this is going to help spur inside of that expanding retail node.
And then Ocean's Car Wash is still planning on opening there too.
Correct,
So
yep.
we're just waiting for them to break ground also.
Correct.
Right.
And they'll be right next to the Maverick to the north, fronting Glassford Hill.
Oh, okay. Well, be more convenient to get my car washed there too.
That's right, and they're going to have a hand wash component at that
are they?
car wash. Yeah, so it'll give it differentiate it from the Ocean
two.
Blues that are on 69.
Well, plus it's employs people.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
Real quick, we got a couple minutes left. News all over the news. A&W up there, Viewpoint and Pronghorn. So does that? It's been on the news. Heard it on the radio.
Yep, that's
It's on the drawing board.
It's a project that's moving forward. That'll be part of a convenience store that's up there. It'll be complemented with an A&W, I believe, that, inside the
Have you ever had
convenience store.
A&W?
I've had A&W root beer, but I've never been to an A&W location.
Frosty mugs. Cold frosty mugs
Yeah.
with root beer in it. And then if you really want to live it up, you get a float.
See, now that
It's the
sounds
best.
perfect.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, and we don't have an open date on that yet
Right.
either, but we know it's coming.
So it looks like, 2020, we're just going to be plodding through 2020. But all this groundwork's going to be laid, all this dirt's going to be moving, but we're going to look to some things opening in first quarter 2021 or second quarter 2021.
Yep.
So,
And I feel very
maybe some-
optimistic that we'll continue to have more successes as time moves
Right.
forward. The pandemic has given a little bit of uncertainty, but it has not stopped business by any means.
And to that point, you and I have been very active working with our Yavapai College SBDC, REDC, our local community business leaders and organizations about supporting our local businesses. They have, just a complete change of way of doing business. So we always say, stay local, support local.
Absolutely.
And shop local.
That's right.
Because Prescott Valley, we're all in this together, and we need to continue to keep our businesses viable as we get through this, and then we see other businesses open. So eat out, enjoy, take curbside. You and I, we love to have lunch once a week, so
That's right.
we'll have to figure out where lunch is this week.
That's right.
Ben Huber, Economic Development Manager, Town of Prescott Valley, thank you again. Positive things going. Let's keep it up.
That's right. Thanks for having me on, Marnie.
Okay.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
And welcome back to Community Connections. One of the best kept secrets, I think, in Prescott Valley is our Prescott Valley Farmers and Artisan Market. Every Sunday, you can go over by, what's the name of the bank? I got Brandy Peace,
Oh, I
who's the
can't
owner
remember
of
the
it.
name of the bank to save
It's
my life.
right in the parking lot where Buffalo Wild Wings is, and across from Freedom Station.
right on the
BMO
corner.
Harris Bank.
Okay, there you go.
Right there, you could go over there and shop outdoors, the perfect social distancing kind
Mm-hmm.
of activity, get things you need. Brandy Pease is the owner, and welcome, brand new owner.
Thank you.
Took over in
yes,
when?
in May.
In May, right in the
Yes.
middle when things are going crazy.
You know,
But-
if you're gonna jump in with both feet.
Well, you've got the great venue.
Yeah.
Located right in the heart of
Yes.
the entertainment district in
Yes.
downtown Prescott Valley. You have outdoor shopping, which is perfect.
Phenomenal.
You have your vendors set up, and you have a variety
Yes.
of vendors that have been added to as
Yes.
you've gone along. So tell us a little bit about it.
So one of the first things that I wanted to do when I got this market was to change the name. And I'm in the process of that because I wanted to more accurately reflect the vendors that we do have and what we have there. So I changed it to the Prescott Valley Farmers and Artisans Market.
I got that out a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't want to stumble over it.
No, that's fine. And because we don't just have food, although we do have local produce, meat, we have some dairy, we have fresh baked breads, treats. But we also have other things. We have gourmet dog treats. We have vendors who crochet baby blankets.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have art vendors, we have spice vendors, we have jam and jelly. We have a whole variety of vendors, and I wanted to kind of more accurately reflect who we are.
Right.
And we're real, I want to build a good family relationship with it, so we're not competing with each other, we're building each other up. I think that's really important right now.
Right, right. Well, I've been out there. It's one of my favorite things to do. I walk my dogs at the park, and then I go over to the farmer's market right after. And
the weather's just so gorgeous.
right now it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But the variety is always nice. Everybody's always so friendly. I find, just good things as I go along. And, I mean, since you added the artisans, which is the arts and crafts vendors and things like that.
And we've
you've
always
added
had those.
Yeah, yeah.
But we were kind of like
Nobody knew.
the redheaded stepchild kind of.
Okay. Now, she said we were, so let's
Yes.
talk about what you do.
Well, I make body care products. I make lotion bars, lip balm, healing salves, those kind of things. Masks, sanitizers, as with
Yeah, I'm coming
right
then.
as with the current climate.
Did you make that mask?
I did.
Put it on. Show everybody. That's beautiful. Look how well it covers, and she's got that little over the nose that it's just smashing your nose.
Yeah, and I wear glasses when I'm out,
So
and so
does-
it's not it's very fog friendly.
And that's one of the complaints I've had with people that wear
Yeah.
glasses that say, I can't. Yeah, Mark, is that, yes.
yeah.
So, but it's a beautiful
So,
mask. I
yeah.
love the material.
Thank you. They're all cotton, and I double line them, so you've got a good barrier there. And I make them with a long strap, so you can decide whether you want to tie it around your head,
Okay.
or if you want to tie it behind your ears and cut off the excess.
Right.
I like multi-purpose.
Right. Well, we were talking about when I opened the show that, nowadays just, yes, it's recommended to wear masks. We should wear masks. Get over it but
Yeah.
make it a fashion accessory. So now
Right.
you've now given me a place to shop for them,
Yeah.
because a lot of times you go and it's
Oh,
generic.
they're just so boring.
and they're,
Yeah.
plain.
Yeah,
And
my
if you're gonna
granddaughter-
wear 'em, reflect your personality.
Yeah, my granddaughter was all about picking out some of the materials for the kids stuff when I first started making it. So yeah.
Well, Ben Hooper, when he just left, I just interviewed him. His wife made some as Ninja Turtles.
Yes, yes,
So
she
for the
had me
kids-
pick Disney Princess and,
So you have them for kids too?
yes, I have them for small, medium, and large, so kids, women's, and men's.
Okay,
Yeah.
if nothing else, you're looking for a mask,
And my husband has a goatee.
Uh-huh.
And so my family is always my testers, on everything. And so it actually fits him really well even with his big old
Yeah, a lot of
goatee and stuff.
men talk about problems with
yeah,
beards.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they have difficulty with a
Yeah.
mask. So but by having the different sizes.
Yeah, I just, come here,
Nice.
taste this, come here, try this on.
Here, let me put this on your skin.
Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, so you also have some food vendors. The samosas?
Yes, we do. We have samosas. We have a new food vendor who's going to be coming soon. They just got a hold of me. They make Mexican barbecue, Hawaiian style. We'll see.
Sounds
what it
good.
is.
Right now I'm hungry.
I like giving the opportunity for small businesses, for up and coming artists or up and coming artisans to be able to promote their stuff and get out there and maybe test it out, see what works, what doesn't work. And I want to be able to give that opportunity to people.
Well, and
so.
having that variety too, and not just focusing on the food items or the produce, which is one of the things I always love because
Yeah.
it's farm fresh.
Oh, yeah.
It's local. The shopping that
Yeah.
you can buy gift items
Yeah.
and things and plan ahead too because of the variety of the vendors.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of create something where there's a little bit for everybody.
So do you have style of openings for vendors?
We do, always looking. They can contact me either on PrescottValleyFarmersMarket.com or that's my email at Gmail as well. I'm really easy to get a hold of. They can come down, see me at the market.
Yes, you just have to look for Brandy.
Yeah. Red hair.
What are the hours?
So we have 2 different seasons. We run all year round.
Right.
So in the summertime, which is the beginning of May to the end of October, we're open from 8 a.m. to noon.
Oh, okay.
With the days, we've had some excessive heat warnings.
Right.
So those days we might shut down a little early, like at 11, just so my vendors don't die.
Well, yes, and for, you
Yeah.
don't want to.
No,
You know,
and it's just too hot.
Right.
And then in the wintertime, which is November through the end of April, we are from 10 to 1.
Okay.
So nobody wants to stay there really hot in the summer, and nobody wants to get there really early in the morning and freeze their tuchuses off,
Right.
in the winter. So we have varied things, but it's all on our website, it's all on our Facebook page. And the list of vendors, I post a list every week of who's going to be there that week. So if you have somebody that you specifically want to go see, you'll know they're going to be there.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Follow her on Facebook.
Yes.
Because that's the way I'm finding out all the
Yes.
information, what the vendors are, anything that changes, might be something new or
Yeah.
something that's fresh that's coming in that
Yeah.
hasn't been there before.
Yeah, I love Facebook.
You too?
Love it, love it, love it.
I find out everything there.
Yeah, we put pictures up there so you can see all the pictures, and yeah, we try to keep it updated. I have a really good friend that works at the market with me as well, and she's always taking pictures of everything and
Right.
yeah, putting them up on Facebook, Instagram, all that kind
Well,
of
like I told you, I come out there and do my shopping, and then I
Yes.
go home and I lay it all out, and I take a picture and post it. This is my haul from the farmer's market,
Yes,
So,
yes.
but you got to get out there and you got to shop and you get to
Yes.
know the vendors. But it's a great place to
Yeah,
support our local community, our
absolutely.
local farms, our local artisans,
yeah.
and
Buy local.
that's what we say: shop local, support
Yeah.
local, stay local. Brandy
Yeah.
Pease, owner of Prescott Valley Farmers and Artisans Market, Sundays right now from
Yes.
8 to noon.
Yes, yes.
Come on out and see her.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us all. Have a great 2 weeks.